Everybody, they're really showing their hands with these vaccine passports and the coerced medication, the forced medicine talk. These people are exposing how truly evil they are out in the open. This is so evil, so tyrannical. We need to fight back against this with everything we've got. We need to stop being so passive about this. If they force these shots on us, if they force these shots on children, we need to take that as a declaration of war. A declaration of war. They're the aggressors, not us. They're the war criminals. They're the supreme criminals, not us. They are the rights-depriving, neo-Nazi, fascist scum. End of story. It's a declaration of war. The tyrants and the neo-fascists, the neo-Nazis, are pushing for the vaccine passport. Basically, they're trying to coerce people on an individual basis. This is an approach they're using in tandem with their collective punishment, which is a war crime, of, we have to hit 90% protection before we can open up our cities again. They're trying to punish people on an individual basis by restricting their movement, restricting their travel, restricting what they're allowed to do, where they're allowed to work, where they're allowed to be a customer, where they're allowed to go to school, if they're allowed to go to school, etc. Individual punishments for not getting the vaccines, yet they'll call them privileges for getting the vaccines. They always have to twist things on their head. This is coerced medical experimentation. They're not telling people all the risks of these vaccines. They don't even know all the risks of these vaccines. Yet they're pushing for people to take them or else. They're threatening our livelihoods. They're threatening our families, our communities. And we need to stand up against this. This is experimental medicine being pushed upon people. This is Mengele shit. This is absolutely tyrannical for them to be pushing injections such as the Moderna so-called vaccine with adverse reaction rates as high as 94.5% in their FDA-submitted trial data. These are very perilous times. These are very extreme proposals that they're pitching, and they're all working in tandem. And that's a big problem when you see the media and the government officials across all these different countries working together. It means that these are the new plans. This is what the oligarchs want. The global bankers, the global medical mafia who've taken over our governments and the media and all of our trusted institutions like religion, academia, entertainment, etc. This is completely unacceptable, 100% unacceptable. This is complete fascism, neo-Nazism. Stand up and fight, people. We have to resist these evil men. The vaccine passports come from the same school of thought that brought us the eugenics, the sterilization, the lobotomies, the abortions, all of these crazy policies that have ruined our lives, communism, compulsory state education, the needless, endless wars, central banking, etc., etc., etc. These people are control freaks. They want to control the population. They want everybody to be a mind control slave on their payroll. So are you going to let them? Are you going to lay down and die? Are you going to roll up your sleeve? Or are you going to stand up and fight? Fight back against these aggressors. Fight back against these criminals. It's way past time for us to stand up and fight back. If not us, then who? If not now, then when? The oligarchs don't have the numbers that they want us to think that they have. It's the Wizard of Oz trickery. Fake polls. Fake opinion surveys. They're flat out lying about popular sentiment, and people just go along with it. They're too foolish to even question these numbers that they're handed. We're going to cover a lot of stories about this in the mainstream press, but first I want to talk about what I'm seeing on Twitter. This is interesting. So